And we're back with another Q&A session. Oh, it's just zoomed in on us.
Wow.
Slightly strange.
Mega close.
It is mega close. Push it further away. Not that far away. Good. So we hope you have a good new year and all of that type of stuff. So as always, for those that don't know how this works, generally what we do is we rabbit on for a little bit and then we open it up to a number of questions. The comments page, that's where we really do get to see them. So I'm going to do all the usual stuff regarding posting it everywhere because you have to do that type of thing. And Zoe is going to talk.
I am.
This is always the bit where you need to then know what you're meant to be doing. That's the ideal part.
Hello, everybody. It's a bit of a slow start tonight.
Is it? Why is that then?
I just feel a bit lacking in motivation. There's something weird floating in my fruit tea as well.
We've got fruit tea.
This is the problem. We have resorted to having fruit tea in an endeavour to be healthy. Happy New Year, Richard, as well. Happy New Year, everybody. It's lovely to be back in the fabulous 2021.
It is. Yeah, it's so much different to 2020.
We were kind of hoping it would be, but hey-ho. Here we are again.
Yeah. So for those that aren't aware, currently workshops are postponed. I've had some people asking if they were going ahead. No, they're not going ahead. Everybody's booking's been carried forwards until the next time that we can actually start to dance again, which hopefully isn't too far away, but you just never know. Okay?
Hopefully we'll be back soon.
We will be back soon. I'm still doing the faffing part.
So let us know what you've been up to. We're missing all you guys.
Yeah.
So it'd be really nice to hear like a little note. What did you get up to for Christmas? What did you get up to for New Year? Did you do anything exciting?
Did you go out anywhere?
Did you go for a nice walk maybe? We actually had a very nice New Year's Eve, didn't we? Because we went to, what's it called?
Stourhead.
Stourhead. I couldn't remember them. We went to Stourhead Christmas lights with all the kids, and then played board games, did a family quiz, that sort of thing. So it was a really nice day actually, despite the sort of quiet nature of Christmas. We had a really lovely time. So I hope you guys managed to do something that cheered you up or that kept you going through the Christmas period.
Yes, absolutely. I'm almost done. One more to go. There we go. All done. I know it's the way in which the world works, unfortunately. So yeah, the big news, of course. And Zoe asked me not to talk about this, but I am going to talk about this. The big news for Zoe is that Married at First Sight Australia is back. It is genuinely the worst program I've ever seen, and yet every day this one here has to watch it
every day. I'll watch it when I get a chance.
Which is every day.
It's a bit like you and your silly podcasts.
Well, I listen to
that
those
coronavirus that I don't want to hear every day.
Yeah. I know. Hello.
At least it's light-hearted.
It is light-hearted, yes. It is light-hearted. I'll give you that, okay? Right. Let's get the announcements done out of the way. So, what we've got is, because we're back in lockdown again, we thought it would be quite interesting and try and keep everybody's spirits up a little bit. So, hence we're back here. So, you see us talking to you now. So, if you are aware of this, you can see us. Okay. Next week's nothing on. The week after that, Dot is back. Yay!
Bake Along with Dot.
Bake Along is back. It's on a Wednesday night. So that's Wednesday the 27th of January. What's Dot and hopefully other people, are you joining in this time?
I'm not going to bake. I'm trying not to eat.
Okay. It's caramel shortbread.
No, I'm definitely not making it because I love caramel shortbread and I will be fatter than a fat girl on a fat day in Fatland.
That's fat.
I'm trying to do some exercise, but I'm really not motivated. So
you're doing well.
Barely. I lost 4 pounds before Christmas, and then Christmas was all out binge, just boredom and because there was nothing much else to do. No. And now I'm back on back at work at home, obviously, and trying to. Be good.
Hence fruit tea.
Hence the fruit tea.
I have gone corporate though on my mug. That's about as exciting as it gets. Anyway, Wednesday 27th of January, we'll be doing it very similar to this. And the lovely Dot is going to be helping you bake along some caramel shortbread. The ingredients are now on the event page, and they are also in the event itself. So do have a look at that. I know a number of people looking to do that as well, okay? The following week, I'm genuinely excited by this. We're going to be hosting online bingo, and if you have seen the blurb for it, it is your chance to win, absolutely no prizes whatsoever, unless anybody wants to donate prizes, because we're in lockdown and therefore the business isn't open, okay? But so we can't do anything. Yeah, it's your chance to play along. You just need pen and paper and be ready for some interesting number calling. That's all I'm going to say at this moment in place.
It'd be nice to get together, won't it?
It will be nice, yeah. These
little things, I think, are keeping us energised.
And then the following week, we're back again on the 9th of February. And I think there's other stuff going to happen as February goes on. We've got more things in the pipeline. So yeah, that's the general plan.
And I'm glad to see that there are a lot of other people loving Married at First Sight.
Oh, you're
Claire, Joanna.
All women.
Even Rob.
Not all
Rob
women.
is addictive.
Okay.
I thought it would be right up Richard Street, because he does generally like all that sort of soppy, romancy things. You like a good girl chick flick type thing.
I've got an image. Are you seriously saying that I like chick flicks? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
Okay, that's true.
So Richard said first prize could be his caramel shortbread.
Well, there we go. If you can deliver it, that would be great. So yeah,
distanced, of course.
In fact, you could make some caramel shortbread and then you could deliver it to the winner, wherever they may be, as long as they are local to here.
As long as they're walking distance.
Within a 7-mile radius if you're on a bike. It's good on that. Anyway, so yeah, we could do that. If you want to come up with some prizes for the bingo, we're literally open to any ideas as we speak at the moment. So yeah, do let us know. Right, so again, just for those that haven't joined us before, this is a Q&A session. It's going to start very shortly. If you've got any questions, it can be about dancing, it can be about anything you like.
Life in general.
Life in general. We had a very interesting one from the lovely Alex Heath earlier on. Thank you for that, which we'll be answering fairly shortly. But first of all, it is that all-important moment. It is the poll time. Okay, so I now need to do my bit here. Okay, so I'm going to try and set up the poll for you. Okay, it's that one there.
Publish.
Publish that poll, and hopefully I've clicked the right button. We'll find out.
Hello there, Mary.
Welcome back. There we go. The poll is live. Should you wear pyjamas in bed? There is the lovely question. The poll for you. You've got two choices. Yes, of course. No, don't be stupid. Okay, so Mrs. B, I'm going to ask you this question first of all.
Actually, I think we should direct this back at you, because it's not moi that has a particular set view about pyjamas. It is yours truly here who loves his opinion on pyjamas.
Now, regarding pyjamas, I'll be honest with you, I don't own any and have never owned any. And this may be a bit too much detail for everybody, but yes, I'm not a believer in wearing anything whilst under the duvet.
Why is that, Mr. B?
And why is that? It's so that you feel connected to your partner, you see, and have skin-to-skin contact.
You feel frozen.
It just feels like you're going to bed dressed. I don't get it.
Okay.
Just don't get it. If you need to be warmer, hot water bottle,
so
bit of duvet,
I have to have a hot water
blankets.
bottle for my top half and a hot water bottle for my bottom half, and then a hot water bottle wrapped around me.
Oh, and that's me, I think.
Yeah.
I'm guessing
the
last
third one was you, but I'm so cold because I'm not allowed to wear blinking pyjamas.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the poll. Should you wear pyjamas in bed? Yes, of course. No, don't be stupid. We will give the answer to the poll at the very end of the podcast.
Once again, this poll has come from our life, because we were laying in bed last night thinking, what should we do as the poll? And then that one came to us, didn't it?
Well, it came to you, if I'm honest.
We were laying in bed, freezing cold.
Yeah, it was plenty warm. I had to kick the covers off. It was boiling in there.
You're always warm.
They do the duvets, don't they, where you have the different duvets in the one pillow, in the one duvet type thing.
Yeah, we need that.
Do we?
Because you sweat like a piglet, and I'm always freezing and want bed socks and hot water bottles. So
Dawn says she's currently in PJs and a onesie. It's been so cold. Now,
I want to be in a onesie.
Now, this is how rock and roll we have got now, in that we quite often have a shower with B at 6:30, and then at 10 to 7 or so, get into the onesie for the night. And that's kind of how rock and roll lockdown life is, really, isn't it? in a onesie
Love a
before
good
7
onesie.
o'clock.
That should be another poll. To onesie or not to onesie?
It depends where you're going to wear it. Not out to the shops. In your own bed, or in your own room, your house, I should say. We should show your latest onesie and the slight issue that there is with your onesie.
No, I don't think we should.
So, if you want to find out what
Sarah has got a cosy, warm waterbed. Now, I've never had a waterbed, and I've always wondered whether I would feel a bit seasick on them.
Yeah.
They just move constantly, don't they? Like that.
So Dawn's put, don't mean to be morbid, but you do need a set of PJs for hospital emergencies, otherwise you will have a draft on your bum. I've got a pair of tracksuit bottoms, which I would wear.
Richard would well and truly be screwed, because he doesn't own any.
No, but I've got a pair of
I would
tracksuit
have
bottoms
to
and a
buy him a
t-shirt.
pair.
That's the same. I just don't want to wear them in bed. So there we go. Anywho, there was a question above. So from Dawn, question for the evening. What's the best... I've just got that. It's just gone from my screen. What's the best general exercise for a dancer? Flexibility or strength?
Well, it's a combination of both, really.
I would
You need
say
to have
it
good
differs.
flexibility, good strength, good cardio. I think you need to do all round general fitness.
Yeah, I think if you looked at all the pro dancers, I say pro dancers in the strictly sort of dancers, they all have amazing strength and amazing flexibility. So yeah, you kind of need to have both, really. So and also if you are a lead and you are doing aerials, for instance, then strength would be probably more important than flexibility. And as a follow, maybe the other way around slightly, wouldn't need to be quite so strong. I mean, certainly if I'm leading a lump around like Zoe, I need to be very strong to lead her
Talking
around.
about which, we were having a dance in the garage.
We were. Oh, where's this going?
Well, we were having a dance in the garage, and then Richard said, "Oh, let's just do some baby aerials." And I was like, "Are you joking? I am like 1.5 stone heavier than normal. You are."
I hadn't been doing my weights at this point, so I was
heavier and weedier than normal.
Yeah.
How do you think this is going to go well? Oh, it'll be fine. So off we go, trying to do it, and he just went, and then plopped me back down like a lead weight. So yeah, that wasn't making us feel good.
It is very strange when we do our Patreon class. I'll talk about that in a minute, no doubt. When we do our Patreon classes, we film to the camera, which is at one end of our studio, and we've got the mirrors down the side, and therefore often you can see at the corner of your eye how you are looking. And it's amazing. We've been doing these every week since the beginning of lockdown, and yet still standards have dropped quite considerably. Not for Zoe, of course, just for myself. I'm talking here. In regarding, like, when I was standing up, I'd noticed that I was slightly slouching rather than tucking my bum in, and it was all kind of very, very strange. It really was. So yeah, it's kind of like you get, I don't want to say out of shape, because realistically, most of us are slightly out of shape because we're not dancing, but as in your technique drops ever so slightly. So am I keeping you up?
I was trying to stifle my yawn then, but yeah.
Thanks for that. So yeah, it's kind of quite weird, really. I forgot what my point was.
I have no idea.
No, I have no idea either. But there we go. So there we go. Yes, Patreon, just very quickly to talk about that. Lots of people have been asking about Patreon recently. We've had loads of new people joining up recently as well. So it's our online classes. They are pre-recorded classes. We release them every weekend. 4 classes every week get released. There's some intermediates extra, speciality class, and advanced as well. Okay, packages start from just £10 per month, plus VATs would be £12. And there are beginners levels on there as well. We've had loads of new people, beginner-wise, joining recently, which is fantastic. www.patreon.com/Richard and Zoe, and you can do as little or as much as you want, and you can even cancel after a month if you want to.
I'm just looking at this question. Can you guys stand back to back in front of the mirror and scratch each other's backs?
Oh, okay. It's because we're there.
And you have to come this way.
I don't know.
You have to come this way.
Am I meant to be scratching your back?
Yeah, but you have to come this way.
I don't get the question.
See in the mirror.
Oh, okay. All right. So you want me to go there, and then you're going to scratch my back?
You need to come this way.
What? This is the possible.
Oh no, it's me.
No, yeah, it's you.
Now you can't see because I'm in the way.
I think it's.
You can't see because
I think the principle is that you were going to try and scratch my back in the mirror. No, not scratch. No. Let's move on from that moment, shall we? Blimey. Blimey, that's something else, isn't it? All right.
Yeah, Richard, you need to do more Pilates.
Yes, I do need to do more Pilates. Absolutely right, Sarah. You are an amazing Pilates teacher. I need to do more Pilates. I will do that.
Difficult fitting it all in, isn't it? We vowed to do dancing half an hour each day this week and have failed on day 2, which wasn't great. We did it day 1.
We did it day 1.
Failed today.
Well, we had other stuff on. So.
Like what?
Work and eating.
We didn't. We just didn't do it.
I needed to eat. So.
We ate yesterday.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, we're doing it tomorrow. We're doing it tomorrow. Anyway, hello from Sarah Sister. Hello, Nick. It's good to see you again. Let's have a quick update on the poll, just very, very quickly, before we go on to other questions. Oh, there we go. That's where we're at the moment. It's very close. That to anyone else, or did you just no, we're just looking at that ourselves. Looking at ourselves. So there we go.
It's not close.
Right. So Karen has asked, hey, you guys, any chance of another styling class, Zoe?
Oh, good question, Karen.
Is there any chance of another styling class?
Yeah, I guess we could do another styling class if people are interested.
Yeah, put your votes in, and we can see if we can do.
Where did we get to? We did arms. Did we do arms? I can't remember if we did arms. We got halfway down the body, I think, because we did a couple of classes, didn't we?
Yeah.
I shall have to have a look at my notes.
Have a look at your notes, my dear.
Definitely did shimmying.
Talking of shimmying. Okay, one of the questions. This is the best segue in the world. Okay, so the best segue in the world is one of the questions is, and do put your questions in. Okay, we much prefer having the questions live and then we don't have a chance to answer them, or prepare for them, I should say. How easy is it to shimmy? Now you've got a choice. You can either have Zoe demonstrating this, or you can have me, or you can have both. Okay,
I reckon you should do it.
You reckon I should do it? I think I'd much rather watch you, if I'm honest, but I'm happy to do it if you want me to do it.
I don't mind.
Okay, I'm going to get up and do it for now. Okay, apparently you did arms and hips.
We did do hips, didn't we?
Okay, so to Jim, if you want to join in, do feel free. Oh, Mrs. B's getting up as well. Okay, how would you teach how to shimmy then?
Well, so we're using our shoulder and shoulder blades. So if you think about rotating forwards and backwards from the shoulder, that's basically what we're doing. So we're taking the shoulder forwards and back, and forwards and back. And then obviously we're doing it with the other side. So when this side comes forward, the other side is going back. So we're alternating forwards and backwards with the shoulder. Now, I personally find it easier, thank you, Richard, to keep your hands sort of fixed somewhere, because if I don't, you end up sort of like all shaky. So I tend to keep my hands fixed somewhere when I shimmy. Out to the side is usually quite good, or push down with the wrists.
And I've certainly taught almost go like a penguin, so you almost lock out your arms if you want to when you first start.
So we're thinking of going forwards with one shoulder, back with the other, through neutral, which is like resetting your shoulder blades again and standing straight, and then the other one goes forwards and the other one goes back. And then it's just pushing them forwards and back. And you can start really slowly as an exercise, sort of going one beat, swapping, and then you can double it up. So you're going a little bit faster, and then you can double it up again, and then that's when the bottom starts going.
Yeah, there are two problems. Okay, when you very first start shimmying, is that quite often you don't lock out, and therefore you start shimmying and your bum just shakes from side to side. Now my bum's shaking more than it used to, but that's a different problem. Okay,
everything's shaking.
Everything's shaking. And the other thing you tend to do, as Zoe said, is move the arms around quite a lot, which is why I suggest locking out your arms, squeezing your bum muscles, and then you can shimmy. Now, the main reason you'll notice that both of us went very quiet when we actually did shimmy. And the reason for that is that if you do try and talk when you shimmy, and I'll demonstrate this for you. So I'm now going to talk, and I promise you, sound like a sheep. Okay, so I'm going to keep talking as I do this, you see, and therefore you start to shake your voice as well. So there you go, that's how you shimmy.
You can practice in the mirror slowly to start with, forwards and back, and then speed it up, and then go uber fast.
Go uber fast, okay.
Uber fast.
Mary wants a flossing demo while I'm up.
Oh my lord.
Do you know what? That one of my favourite memories of, I think it's 2019, is the lovely Mark West. He showed us in Bath how to floss, and it was relatively towards the end of the night, quite quiet at that point. And we had everybody that was left in a circle trying to learn how to floss. Now, for those who don't know how to floss, or don't know what flossing is, it's not the one in your teeth.
Oh.
Just to let you know that, okay? So flossing generally, I'm going to tilt this down ever so slightly so you can see. Okay, so flossing generally is where you would go out from one side, push across, go out, go across, and that way.
I get mixed up.
Okay, and that's all you're looking to do. Okay, and that's relatively simple to do it like that. And then, okay, and then you can go a little bit quicker. Just like that. And it's incredibly exciting.
I'm not going like this.
Zoe is now thrusting everywhere. But there we
I'm
go.
rubbish at flossing. I have to get into the swing.
Right. Hello, Nelson. Can you guys look up I Feel Good by James Brown and dance back to back with backs touching each other? My name is Nelson. Okay. I'll be honest with you. No.
Maybe another time.
Yeah, we'll research that one for you. Okay. So yes. So yeah, Rose says she still hasn't mastered flossing, but there we go.
No, sometimes I don't know. I just get a bit mixed up. But it's not something I aspire to master, if I'm perfectly honest.
Is it not? I genuinely, my children, the teenage children I have, and actually the 5-year-old as well, genuinely properly embarrassed when I start flossing. So it is hands in front of eyes and, oh no, Dad, not
Can
again.
You blame them?
This is so 2019. So there we go.
Oh, it definitely sounds like people are up for a styling class. I better get on with that then.
You had, maybe.
New Year's focus.
Maybe it's in the week after our Q&A.
Maybe.
Maybe. We'll see if we can put the date in the diary for you.
And we'll need to have a little think about what you'd like, ladies, as well. So if you do have any ideas about what you fancy this time round, then drop us a note and we'll sort that out for you.
There we go.
No, I can't moonwalk. Can you moonwalk?
No. The one person I know, I did see he was on earlier on, that he has demonstrated this a number of times. It's the lovely Michael Edmondson. He has demonstrated moonwalking in a class. And Joe, it's always one of my favourite memories, back at the Bath Pavilion, massive venue. And he was there on one particular night. I think it was Michael anyway. Losing my track. Maybe it was at the other Bath venue. I can't remember now. Or maybe it's Chippenham. It was Chippenham, in fact.
Maybe it wasn't Michael at all.
It was
totally different.
It was definitely Chippenham. I've got there now. And we're talking about moonwalking, and he's a relatively shy chap. And he said, who can moonwalk? And he did put his hand up. And at the back of the room, there he went, moonwalking across, gliding. I have tried it. Somebody has shown me, and it is very complex. And I am absolutely rubbish at it.
I can't do it at all.
No. There he is. He is watching as we speak, which is quite nice. Good. Body rolls. They want body rolls as well.
Body rolls we can do.
You can do body rolls?
Even Beatrice has learned how to do body roll.
She has, yes. That's
she did it quite well, posting herself through a letterbox.
Yeah, it was Chippenham. Thank you, Janice. I'm glad somebody's switched on tonight.
Got some memory.
I have got some memory. Right. Next question then for you. So this is a genuine question that's come in from the lovely Alex. Okay, as pantos can't happen at the moment, what character would you be from a well-known panto?
Well, I think we should put answers down for Richard. I think you should give us your views on which characters we should be.
Oh right, okay. So we're going for that option, are we? We're letting
I think we should.
these guys.
I think we should see what people put.
Okay, so this is not going to be complimentary, is it? I can tell these things
It'd be
coming
quite
up.
funny though.
Because I asked this question of Zoe, and she first of all commented on my height, so she said I could be one of the dwarfs.
I did not.
And then
I said you could be my Prince Charming first.
And then she said I could be grumpy.
No, it was Dopey.
Oh, was it Dopey? Oh, there we go. That's even worse.
Dawn, is that me or Richard that could be
Wicked Witch of the West? There you go. Must be you. So yeah, Cinderella, of course, is who I'm saying that Zoe could be.
And of course you're my Prince Charming,
Of course.
Darling. Ugly stepsister. Again.
Yeah.
Richard or me, Karen? Or both?
We could be the ugly stepsisters together.
Yeah, that is true.
There we go. Tony's agreeing. That's great. Thank you for that, Tony. There we go.
Who would you want to be? Would you like to play a particular part?
Who would I want to be? Buttons.
Oh,
That's who I'd
Buttons
like
was
to
always
be.
a bit hard done by.
Yeah,
And
but
then
funny
King
as
Good in
well.
the end.
Yeah, and all of that. So Buttons, I think, would be.
Oh.
Yeah. And I still don't know. We went to see the pantomime a couple of years ago at Bristol Hippodrome, and if somebody can tell me how they did this, they had the stage, they had the coach for the Cinderella part of it, actually coming out into the audience with the horses in front of them, and it just looked so incredibly lifelike. It was the weirdest part ever. We were quite close to the front, and it almost felt like we could reach out and touch them.
Yeah, that was really good, that pantomime.
It was
I
amazing.
missed the pantomime this year. That is definitely one of the things I'm missing the most at the moment is the pantomime theatre.
I'm just going to move Zoe away from the laptop because as we scroll up here, it's also right next to the end live button, and Zoe's not great on Macs, so I'm just moving you away from there, darling, if that's okay.
Fine, leave me alone.
Yes. Chocolate or shirt buttons. Thank you, Mr. Faulkner. Widow Twanky. Yeah, all of that. There we go. But thank you for the question, and thank you for the complimentary answers that are so far not coming.
Alex, if you're out there, who do you think Richard should be? Or who would you be, more interestingly? Yeah. What a question to come up with.
There we go. Holograph coach. Yes, I think it was something like that. But I thought
I think it wasn't a holograph.
I don't know.
It was real. It was made of material, if you see what I mean.
Yeah.
But it was like a proper coach that was suspended from
and the horses were coming out, and the horses
were going like this with their legs.
But it was very lifelike and very well done, and still don't understand how they did it, but there we go.
They hung it from wires or something.
They did. Right, on to the next question then. And as always, for those who haven't joined before, and I've said a few times now, please do keep putting your questions up. We love to have questions live because we don't get any chance to prep for them.
Because we don't get out much. I thought you were going to say.
Well, we don't get out much, but there we go. So yeah, maybe the Sorok crew should do a pantomime for Christmas. Yeah, that might be the only thing we get to do, but hopefully we'll come back at some point.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, fingers crossed. So, what do you wish someone taught you a long time ago? Mrs. B.
I don't know, I haven't seen that question, so you have to come back to me.
I will come back to you. I'll answer as my thing then, okay? This is actually almost a sensible, serious answer for once, which is quite strange for me. But I wish, and I think this should be in school if I'm honest with you. What are you doing?
I'm just doing something, hang on.
Is it the first time I've opened something?
Hang on, I'm waiting.
I wish that they'd taught economics at school. And when I say economics, as in how to invest. Because if you think about it, if you'd invested £500 when you were 15 in the right company, 30 years later, when you're 45, that could actually be worth quite a lot of money. And I'm sure most people could have put away £5-10 a week, a month, for 10 years when they were in their teens and early 20s, and 25 years later, that could actually have a massive impact. So as much as all of the school subjects are very important, I think investing for people would be a massive important thing to do. And I wish I'd have known about it 25, 30 years ago, because I might have been in a better financial position than, not that I'm terrible, but than I am in now. So I think that for me would be the best thing that I wish somebody had taught me a long time ago.
I wish I'd learnt to play the saxophone
a
long time ago, because I still love the sound of the saxophone. But I played the flute and I never really enjoyed it.
No.
That's not really a life skill. I don't think there's anything I'm missing.
Because you are such a complete person, you know everything.
Just can't think of anything else.
Tennis.
I can play tennis.
Golf.
I went to tennis school when I was younger.
Did you?
Richard just thinks I'm rubbish at any sport generally and never actually bothers to find out.
We will have to play tennis then, my dear.
I'm not bad at tennis, I'm okay.
We'll have a game. Tomorrow at lunchtime.
No, that's our dancing session.
Oh yeah, okay. Maybe afterwards when it's dark, who knows? We've got tennis rackets and tennis balls. Unfortunately, all the tennis courts are shut. But never mind. There we go.
So here's a question from Peter Douglas, Richard. How many endings for a Colombian move do you know? I only knew one, but I found a new one on the videos this week.
Okay, so we have to get up and demo this, I'm afraid.
Off we go.
There's a few that are standard, if I'm honest with you. Okay,
I'm in my slippers, but thankfully you can't see that.
No. Okay, so a Colombian, for those that don't know, is the move where you go step behind, step in front. Okay, so you end up with your weight on your right foot as a lead, left foot as a lady, okay? It's a number of normal exits, okay? The normal exit from this position, imagine we've done the Colombian part, is literally just to push out and come through. That's the standard way of doing it, okay? Another one that you can do is, of course, going into the Scorpion move, okay? So from that position there, you would come round and up. Up and out, my knuckle light. Another one that's fairly standard is the kick, cross and slide, which is going to be very interesting in your slippers. There we go. Just about see it. Just about see our feet. Okay, so the kick, cross and slide is where you do a kick, cross, slide, and then you twist out. So there's that. And probably the fourth one, coming back up slightly. And then the fourth one I suggest is from that position there. It's just simply throwing the hand underneath and doing a lean. Okay. And the last one I suggest is a slide. So from that position there, you would simply just slide across and then back out. So there's 5 off the top of the head.
Did we do a Colombians class for our Patreon?
We did do a Colombians class. It was, quite a while ago now. So, if you want more Colombian stuff, have a go at Patreon. www.patreon.com/RichardDanzui.
Blimey.
I know. There we go.
Well, I hope that gave you a few different answers, Peter.
And did you have a different one that was on your video this week? And which video was it?
Was it our video? It's probably our video.
I doubt it.
Oh, it might have been
I'm guessing that he'd have probably mentioned it was from our video. You never know. People could be ripping them off. Who knows?
It wasn't. Get on our videos.
Indeed.
We have a Colombian class somewhere.
There is a Colombian class on there just for whoever wants to sign up to it. Lovely. Right. Next question then. We're back on the dancing question. Oh, who's the guitarist in your household? That is I, Leclerc. Yes, I've been playing since I was 8 and I'm still as good as when I was 8. No,
Don't really get time to pick it up.
No, I'm not
Give
too
us a
bad.
little tune then.
I doubt it's even in tune. But
Ooh,
go on.
I'm not sure it's in tune.
It was tuned a while ago, but not particularly in tune. No, I've got the. Hang on a sec. I've got the plectrum now.
Oh, Beatrice had the plectrum.
That's okay.
Beatrice had the plectrum because she's learning the ukulele.
Yeah. It's not in tune. There we go.
It's not in tune.
It's
We'll
not
tune
in
it for
tune
next
at all.
time.
Yeah.
Unless we want to sit in here for 5 minutes while we tune it.
No.
We'll tune it for next time and Richard can give us a little rendition.
Oh, great. Thanks for lining me up on that. One of the best tips I ever had for a guitar from a teacher I once had is never put it in a case. Although it looks kind of messy out.
That one fell out the back of our car onto some concrete.
It did, yeah.
And got scratched because it's never in a case.
No, you should put it in a case for travelling purposes. But no, when you've got it in your home, you should never put it in a case because you can just like that pick it up and play it. So there we go. So Peter Douglas has come back. So he knew the Scorpion, learned the kick and cross step. Thanks for the others. It was not your video. It came up randomly.
Oh, randomly.
There we go. A random video for you. So
There you go.
There you go indeed.
Well,
Right.
hopefully those others are useful because there's lots of different variations.
There are. And more on our Patreon website. But no. Right. Have you ever met someone famous? Who have you met that's famous?
Oh, not very many people. I danced with Vincent from Vincent and Flavia.
How was Vincent?
Short.
Shorter than I am? Because I am 6'2".
Yeah,
by the
like
way.
he came up to about here on me.
Oh, really
so
short.
He's really short and
Okay.
very tiny.
Yeah.
And I got my arm stuck in his shirt and unbuttoned
Did
his
you?
shirt.
Is that the
Accidentally.
is that the real reason?
No, I was dancing with him and I undid his shirt by accident. Not like on purpose, of course.
Of course. Mm-hmm.
And the only other person I can think of is Ricky from EastEnders at the service station.
Oh, you've never mentioned this one.
But I didn't really talk to him. If that
Did you not? You
counts,
didn't say,
no.
Ricky!
No, I just sat at the table across from him. And Frank Bruno in a store in London. I heard him before I saw him.
Right.
But I haven't really met him. I'm not sure. We didn't have a conversation.
No.
It's
My
not
only
very
claim,
exciting, is it?
my only one claim to fame is that back in the day, we're talking 20 years ago, Ciroc used to have a marketing department. I'm going to call it a marketing department, where there was a group of us that used to go and do events, promo events really, and we were invited to do a promo event where Sam Fox was there. The wonderful Sam Fox from the 1980s. She was very famous for having lovely ears. And yes, it was all about a jewellery launch that she was promoting or something like that, and we had to dance with her, and it was very bizarre. And she is about 2'2". So
Yeah,
if you think
she's
Vincent's
dinky.
short, she is tiny.
Short and wide. It'd be difficult to dance with her. They get in the way.
No, darling,
Oh.
they're not that big.
Why
But,
not? I thought they
no.
were big.
Well, let's move on from that conversation. So yeah, that's probably my only claim.
Sounds
to
like we
fame.
should have a little guitar gathering on Facebook.
Okay,
We should have like a guitar live session.
we should have a Zoom session.
Yeah, look, you, Steve Stokes, who else can play the guitar?
Okay.
You can have like a little band.
Do you know what, one of the things
A
that I did
slot
find
band.
recently may have noticed that I've got over there a guitar tuner. We bought a ukulele for Beatrice for her Christmas present, and we actually, one of my other daughters who plays a variety of instruments, she showed me an app which is amazing in regards to how well it tunes everything, really. So,
that's good.
So yeah, amazing guitar.
Beatrice can only go strum tap, and that's about as much of an attention span as she has. But
Rob Banfield plays the bass.
Oh my gosh.
Just need a drummer. I've been known to sing on the odd occasion, but not for your benefits, but yeah, badly. But yeah, we could do a Srock band. There we go.
Karen, do you play the drums?
Karen plays the drums. We're all in. There's people who've got hidden talents.
What's Peter play? I have 4 in my living room.
I'm guessing he has 4
guitars. Yes, because I asked who played guitar.
Oh, there we go.
Wowzers, we can have a right little guitar band.
Or just known as a band. Yeah,
we'll have to put some music out.
We will. So here we
Karen
go.
plays the drums. I never knew that, Karen.
We'll have to create a little Srock band.
Yeah,
Sarah's
I
kids
can
learn the
play.
recorder.
It's like Mary Has a Little Lamb on the recorder. That's about it.
Thanks for that. Is that all you're going to do?
Kate can play the piano and flute. Look.
Yeah.
I did play the flute a long time ago, but I don't think I could probably play it now.
Yeah. Peter Douglas can take his guitar to Canberra. I don't know how well the delay would work if we did like a Zoom session and tried to play along with each other. That might be quite tricky.
Yeah, I don't know.
So,
that would be fun though.
It would be fun. I could take her.
Karen, I fancy a bit of samba band.
Yeah.
What do you need to do a samba band?
Drums.
What, just like a normal African drum? We've got 2 African drums from when I did a drumming event with work.
There we go.
What was it? I can't remember what they were called, but it was like a drumming event, and we've got 2 in Beatrice's music box.
Yeah. So maybe we can try and sort that out. Message me after the show, and we can see what happens. We can always collate something
have a jamming
together.
Session.
We could. It'd be quite nice.
Jamming,
I've been looking for something to do because what I'm used to doing is dancing, as well as obviously work and family stuff and all that. But dancing, tennis, golf, football, and all of those I can't do at the moment. It's very frustrating. So to do something to kind of be joining in with people and doing that is quite essential for me. So yeah, that'd be quite nice.
I'd love to do like a drumming session where we can all just drum along.
I was going to say, Kate Garrett's husband is in the samba band in Bath, isn't he? And he does loads of gigs and stuff. So yeah.
There we go.
Good. We might have to look into that. Right, we're on to the next question. We've kind of diverted away. I quite like it.
It's fine.
It randomly goes where nobody knows.
Yeah, I like to know what instruments people play. There's hidden talents out there that we didn't even know about.
My father, good evening to my father. We did do drumming on my stag do. So the lovely Kevin organised my stag do as my best man. And yeah, we did some African drumming, which generally I still remember incredibly well. And what was quite nice is that we played a game on the stag do, which I used to play when I was in the RAF, which is known as the circle game. Okay, so the circle game, for those that don't know, it's the other way around. Okay, is that if you see the circle, okay, then you have to do 5 press-ups.
So you all now have to do 5 press-ups because you've looked in my circle.
But you have to draw attention to it. You can't just shove it in somebody's face like that. Okay, so you have to. Thank you. You have to say, "Well, have you seen the time?" And then somebody would look down there. You see. So that's how you do it. If somebody, however, gets their finger through your circle, then you would have. Then you would have to do 10 press-ups. If, however, you catch their finger, then they would have to do 15 press-ups. Anyway, we were playing the circle game whilst we were drumming, and throughout that entire day. And the teacher was quite impressed that even while we were still drumming, there were still people doing press-ups on the floor as everybody was getting caught. So yeah, it was good fun. It really was. And my father says he's not doing any more press-ups.
Come on, Pete. Yeah, get down.
You know you can do that. That'd be good. Anywho, right.
So Tony has a question.
Oh, go on now.
What is your ultimate squeeze the cheese party dance track that you have to dance to when you're at a party? Firstly, I can't remember the last time I was out at a party, and not just because of the COVID situation. It would only ever be a Srock event.
We did go we went to the 70s party, didn't we? That was up at the rugby club in Trovegas.
Oh yeah, that was a charity
event.
Yeah.
We did
What
that.
did we dance to there? We danced to
A lot
then we
of
used to rock a
70s.
little bit.
Yeah. In the 70s, there was a lot of 70s.
I like
Well, I know Zoe's one.
running just as fast as we can.
What was that
Holding
one?
on to one
Whitney, I Want to
another.
Dance with Somebody. That
Yeah,
would
but I
definitely-
like dancing to you.
Yeah.
Like, are we talking on our own dancing?
We're
or are we
talking on our own
partner
dancing, I think, yeah. So, yeah. I know the one that I can't ever dance to, and it's not really a dance, and that is I DJ. It is quite loud. We've got the washing machine is on. High class and professional. We're not being paid, so who cares? And that is that I DJ'd when I was 13, so that's 33 years ago now. And yeah, one of the songs that I always refuse to play, and I'm very proud to say I never have played it, is Oops Upside Your Head. I just hated the thought of sitting on the floor and
I quite like that
leaning
one,
from one
especially when
side to
I've
the
had a
other.
drink.
So yeah, that's my least favourite Cheese Fest song, which is my favourite cheesy song. I do like Fame, if I'm honest.
I'm thinking of the ones with the actions. What's the ones where you...
It's a Macarena and
No, the one where you...
Saturday Night.
No,
No. The Time Warp.
no.
Favourite one I've got for you, okay? And I used to do this. In fact, my father's 60th birthday. It's a long time ago now. I did this because I did DJ his party largely because he's too tight to pay for one. And that is New York, New York. Frank Sinatra getting everybody in a big circle at the very end and getting everybody arm in arm and doing the kicking of the legs. That's one of my favourite times.
Da, 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 da.
YMCA.
Don't blame it on the moonlight. Oh, what's it? Don't blame it on the sunlight.
Sunshine.
Don't sunshine. Don't blame it on the moonlight. Don't blame it on the good times. Blame it on the boogie.
So as you can see, if we are creating a band and we don't have a singer here, I'd just like to point that out.
I'll just
for
do
you.
the choreography.
You can do the dance choreographer.
Can I be a
How's that?
backing singer? I can go ooh.
And as you can still hear, no, she can't.
Oh.
So there
I'm
we
not
go.
that bad. I just haven't got. I'm just listening to the hum of the washing machine.
Are you now?
Yeah.
We're moving swiftly on. We really are. We're slowly coming to a close. But the whole great point for doing these, by the way, is purely just to keep you entertained for 45 minutes there or thereabout. It's even the right way around. It's nicely done. And yeah, just kind of bring some sunshine to people's lives if we possibly can. And as you can see, Zoe, not even being on the drink, if I'm honest with you. But that'd
The
be
fruit
fun.
tea.
It's the fruit tea,
Sugar's
yeah.
gone to my head.
Yeah, mine's nearly finished. It's exciting.
Music Man or Superman.
Oh, God, I used to hate that song as well.
Superman.
Do you know what I really loved? Which was there was one particular song that I had in my... the washing machine's getting much louder. I do apologise if you can hear it, by the way. And that is that there was one particular medley song that I used to have and used to play CDs and stuff that was 9 minutes long, which was fantastic. So, yeah, I used to put it on and just have a sit down and do nothing for 9 minutes. It was also known as the pooing song. Just thought I'd bring that to your attention. So you could go to the toilet and not worry about it.
Oh dear. Shall we move on?
Let's move on, shall we? There we go. Has the tea fermented? It's fruit tea. The bag's gone out a long time ago. So there we go. Right, we're going to do another dancing one, okay? This is actually a proper one. Okay, why should you be in an L shape for doing a drop? Okay, so we're getting up again.
Yeah.
All right, I'll talk you through this one. Okay, so I'll be honest with you, for quite a long time, I actually taught this slightly differently. We're going to try and stop the dishwasher, not the dishwasher, the washing machine, which is slowly fading away, which is all good. So for many years, I used to teach about, I'm going to leave that, so wait just for a second, okay? I used to teach that the lady should be in what we call a T position, okay, directly in front of you, and that was the perfect position that the lady should be in. I've done some more research on it, and actually, I'll be honest, things evolve and it should be slightly different, okay? So we now teach in an L shape. I do now require you, my dear. The L shape is where the ladies are directly in front of your right foot, okay? If you look from above, it would look like the shape of an L, okay? Now, the reason for that is that if you are going to take that step to your left-hand side, the ladies, of course, take a step back, and actually the ladies stay within your body frame, and therefore it all goes perfectly well. Okay, just like so, and Zoe is leaning out, and it's very balanced. If I now move Zoe, or I'll move myself, okay, and Zoe's now in the T position, okay, so she's now in the center of my body. As we now take the step, as you can see, Zoe's now starting to go outside of my body frame, and therefore I'm starting to lean over. That feels really awkward. If the lady's on your left-hand side, okay, then obviously you can guess it's going to be even worse. As we take that step, then I can't keep hold. Okay, so we need to make sure the ladies are in front of our right foot. This is our L-shaped position, okay, and we take that step as one. Now, can Zoe talk about actually why you should take a step back as well, okay, just very quickly.
So we want to take a step back because the man's moving. So we want to move as one with the man. If we don't take that step back and we just shoot the leg forward, so Richard's going to move and I don't, and I'm just going to drop down in front of him and I don't move with him. So that is very uncomfortable and you sink like a sack of spuds.
There you go. A little bit of dance teaching for you while we're here, which is always quite nice. Right, we are going to give you the results to the poll. We haven't looked at this for a while. So the poll is, should you wear pyjamas in bed? Yes, of course. No, don't be stupid. Okay, and I'm now going to give you... Oh, it got a lot closer. Okay. So I'm now going to publish the results of the poll. Okay, so the poll is, should you wear pyjamas in bed? Yes, of course. No, don't be stupid. I don't think you should wear pyjamas in bed. And I am right.
Not by much, though.
At one point, it was quite different, if I'm honest with you.
It was like 67, wasn't it? That, no, don't be stupid.
So it has evened up somewhat, but nearly 60% of people, 6 out of 10 people, don't think you should wear pyjamas in bed.
I have to say that's more than I thought, because I thought you were mad when I was like, why would I not wear pyjamas to bed? I'm freezing.
Connection.
I've got a bare foot, I can connect with my toes.
It's not quite the same, is it? Let's face it. But there we go. Yes. So there we go.
I get special dispensation sometimes if it's really chilly to put on some pyjamas. I'm like, please can I put on some pyjamas? I'm freezing.
No. Never. No, you shouldn't wear pyjamas at all. It's the wrong thing to do. That's the basic principle. Right, we're going to bring it to a close. As always, we really do appreciate anybody that watches this. We hope you enjoy it as much as we enjoy doing it. We are back next month on the 9th for another Q&A. On the 27th, we've got Dots Bake Along. That's a caramel shortbread. And the week after that is Bingo! That's on the 2nd of February. And we'll try and persuade Mrs. B to do another lady styling class at some point as well. Don't forget the Patreon classes. That is /Richard and Zoe after the www.patreon.com, and there's all loads of classes on there. Over 100 videos on there now. So you do get access to all the back catalogue going right back to April. So if you want to start dancing, keep in the flow, then I can highly suggest doing that as much as you.
And there's our first prize for the quiz. Not for the quiz, for the bingo.
For the bingo.
Steve is going to donate a golf ball.
Is he? That's very good.
Is that a new golf ball, Steve, or an old golf ball?
So he's going to donate a golf ball that he's got from a lake or something like that.
Who knows? But actually, if anybody does have any Christmas presents they don't want, we could donate those. I didn't get any Christmas presents this year.
What do you mean you didn't get any Christmas presents this year? You're joking me.
I got a little bit.
All the clothes from Jigsaw?
Oh, yeah. Forgot
about
those.
Yeah.
I'm not donating those.
What did I get? Golf lessons, which I can't bloody well use.
I know, but you did want them.
Cheers.
And you will be able to use them.
I will be able to use them at some point, absolutely. So, anyway, we'll put this out to the podcast if you want the audio of this as well. And we'll be back again next month for another Q&A statement. And we'll see you in a couple of weeks, hopefully, for Dot's Bake Along. Even if you're not baking along, it's always good fun just to watch Dot in action. She is a star in the making. Please, everybody else, pressure her to go on to Bake Off as well, okay? It really is lovely to hear from everybody. We feel more connected once we've done these as well, so we really do appreciate it. And we will see you again very, very soon. Stay safe.
Take care, everyone.
Love to you all. Bye.